butter Phlox'em time.
Spread it thick, don't let it flop. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now. We're spreading on.
Oh yeah.
We're spreading on. Keep it creamy now.
Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. This is a little rough and ready this time. I am less prepared for this matchup than some others for this season, but we're going to see what we can do. This is probably also going to be our hardest matchup anyways. Lazarith has been doing very well this season, so this could be a little rough. Welcome in, Pinheaded Larry. Wow, struggling with the words. This could be a rough stream. I see you got the follow just recently. Thank you for that. Check one more thing. That's not going. Do I know you on Discord as a different name, or are you kind of newer to the Keyforge, or what brought you here? Let's see, double implosion, or triple implosion, triple furnace. Okay, so that's terrifying. Also pretty terrifying. Lower on the creature control. Artifact control. Control. We've got typical Geistoid stuff. Oh, awesome. From Future Self is a good place to start. They do a great job over there. Alright, so this one's got the Winds of Death Key Abduction. This one also has the Winds of Death Key Abduction. Yeah, this is why it's going to be a rough match. So what we've been doing is not really worrying as much about I don't think we banned this one. I banned one of the two wad cut decks. This one's also kind of scary. But doesn't have target, doesn't have rebel. This one does have the target in the key abduction. This has double target. Okay, so Winchester, probably the one to go with. This one's got the lower creature control, lower amber control. Brobnar doesn't seem super terrible though. One Winds of Death. Double terrible teammates. It's got the curse though. Annoying. Which one? There's a lot of cards to hate on here. Got target, Phlox'em, Sniffer. The rest of this one just isn't as scary. Can I? 18 creatures, 18 creatures. I think I banned Sabatha. And then we probably ban one of the MM ones after that. Winds of Death. Yeah, Winds of Death is certainly a card that was printed. If they don't have the key abduction, like there's ways to play around it. And some of these decks, like if I get the right matchup, I can probably still outrace this. This doesn't get haunted very quickly. which is another reason why I think the other one's probably the right call. There's no in here somewheres on these, so it's really just the targets here. I've also got the Eden's Jar in the one deck, so I have a couple matchups, depending on what gets banned, that are probably okay with seeing this. Esme maybe too. Maybe makes too big of a board with 18 creatures. But yeah, it's rough. And then I think we probably get this one. Just because this like Amber Generation and Amber Control is not something we're really set up to beat. I should look at the Disruption too. One Market Fluctuation and a Pull-Up Stakes is not fun. Yeah, I think... Okay, bans Pharaoh. Which is unfortunate, because that's probably our better one against the Wadka, but we're still just going to save our other GR. Saves Winchester. Okay, so... I think we still go with this one. It just has the Ecto Charge. It's got the Winds of Death. This one's a little bit scary too with the Crassosaur, but there's no exile, so I just have to bring enough creature control for this one, which is not exactly my strongest suit, but yeah, Master of the Gray is annoying. Desire, Envy, Greed. So this does not have the big combo. So yeah, I think it's sulky. Let's see. So if I'm them, what do I ban here? Might still be Oppenheimer, but that's probably the wrong call. Honestly, Hadberg is probably the right call because I'm going to need the creature control for probably two of these. I really like the bounce in Hadberg too with the Maelstroms. Could just be Bacho too to get the jar off the line. Just has Recklessness, Memorialize. That Memorialize is really one of the big issues with this deck too, as it can slow the game down so much if you're just kind of waiting for, or if they're waiting for the Winds of Death combo. Is the one, can you hear the music, and is it a good level? I have some background music going, but I never am good about checking that. Pinheaded, have you watched much NKFL? I guess you said you've seen maybe some of my other stuff on here yet. Do you get like the format and everything that we're doing? It's pretty straightforward when you're watching someone like, oh, you're banning a deck and then you're saving a deck and then you're banning a deck, but I feel like someone explaining it. Oh, well, there you go. So you bring 6 decks. There are some set limitations right now. You can't have more than 3 decks from the same set, which is not the biggest limitation. So we can see my opponent has 3 GR decks, which I have 2, so I can't like blame them too much, especially when they have GR decks that look like that. But bring 6, and then you ban one of your opponent's decks, save one of your own, and then ban a second one. So you're both left with 4 decks, and then you must play 3 matches with each with different decks. So you always play all 3 games. It's not just a best of 3. Keys matter for the whole league. And like I said, you can only play the same deck each deck one time. So you'll have 4 decks and you'll play 3 of them. And kind of once once a deck is used, you won't use it again. So what's up, Zoc? Dataforge stream, pinheaded. If you're looking for other Keyforge content, Dataforge stream is a great one to go look for. Also doing some NKFL streams. It's definitely one of the ones that people like to stream more because, okay, so banned Oppenheimer. I think that's really good for us. So we're looking at, what is creature protection in this one? I don't think we can play Bacho yet. Honestly, I kind of want to just start with Jaden, try and get us a win off the bat. Okay, Jaden versus Winchester. There you go. Oh, he's already got the game. Wasn't fast enough. Did he make a game? Jaden is one, if I can get out ahead early, it should be able to beat this. I just need to find my Mars, but it does make his Winds of Death a lot scarier if my Mars is in the discard. There we go. Whoops. But the big issue with this matchup is Key Abduction also bounces all my Mars, so I don't really want to leave too much of it on the board until I'm ready to combo. So that'll be tricky. Yeah, what's up, Amber Meaties? I am doing a different webcam here. Let's see, there was Spontaneous Awakening is kind of artifact control, right? Or am I messing that up? Destroy an enemy. Okay, yeah. It's actually an old webcam that I've kind of brought back. I think I'm okay with this hand. We can do some nice stuff. Turn 2 Equidon. I'm not haunted yet, so. Oh, nice. Another Michiganer. How did you do against Lazarith? Or have you played yet? I am not expecting this to go well. We will see. I'm going to let them maybe draw a lot of cards here. Is that even worth it? Probably. Do that. We're going to discard this guy. I'll leave the Void Prober. Like that. Play him on the right. Yeah, let's force board control early. Jaden is weird like this. It likes to do a lot of giving my opponent cards. But it's not like awful with it because it is able to get a lot of stuff going. Really, I'm just looking for the Mars combos. Yeah, I'm expecting this to not go well. But with that attitude, that's probably self-fulfilling prophecy. UFOs for Phlox'em. That is not the hit you want. Discard the Lash Out, get some artifacts down. Interesting. I don't think I really care about killing the Phlox'em. We just keep playing Equidon stuff here. We've got this guy, so I can get other creatures on the board now without having to give him Amber. Or I could just use him again. I'll play this guy on the left. Bounce him to play this guy on the right. On the left. Let's see. I don't get to check either way here. So I think the capture is better. Okay, so there's an argument for bouncing him just to get the check there. I'm going too fast. Got a lot of Mars though, but I mean this is hopefully gonna strain his board control a little bit. Berserker Slam hits Reaver, that's no good. Loyalty Implant, so he's get to use these guys. But I mean if he uses this guy, he blows up his own Amber, so I really don't care too much about that. Yeah, here's the Berserker Slam. Reappear to destroy 2, give me some draws. Really wish we'd found UFO. One draw there for Geistoid. Kills the guard. How did he get... Oh, you guys, he got the captured Amber back. That was quite the hand. Okay. We're just gonna go Mars. Go ahead and discard this guy. Throw an Amber on Jark. Let's do Proliferator on the left. Zip on the right. We don't have taunt anyway, so this is kind of academic, but and then we'll put the Killzord on. I think I actually put it on the Proliferator. Because if he kills the Zip, I just get it back anyways. With the Proliferator. Got a UFO, got our own Winds of Death here. One off Haunted though is pretty rough. It's not quite where we'd like to be. No in here somewhere yet. In here somewheres yet. But if he's forced to keep playing Brobnar just to deal with my board, I'm totally fine with that. It might be worth doing the Hallowed Eve here. Even if we hit some of our Mars. Oh, he might key Abduction here too, which would just be so frustrating. Ooh, Tangler. Target, archive, UFO. Berserker Slam. Interesting. Ah, it does do the key abduction. Dang it. Yeah. So this is the problem. Is now I basically just can't play my Mars because he just does that every turn now. He's got the key abduction archived. Yeah, that's exactly what he needed there. That's unfortunate. Only thing is if I can find Rebel here, then we do play the Mars. But he can basically... Oh, that's actually really risky. So if I can kill this target now, he can't as easily play the key abduction next turn. So maybe it's worth it just to do the wins here. No, I'd rather have all this in my discard first. We'll see what we find. Because we go to check here. Oh, we got the rebel. Okay. So we will discard. This guy. Put one on target because we're going to steal this guy and then reap with it. We will overclocked shock collar on this guy. Zip. A proliferator. And I think we just kill the rebel here to get it archived right away. It makes it harder to... Well, yeah, if they key abduction, then we just get this back and we keep doing that. So we get the rebel back, and then reap here to kill this guy. There we go, and we've got some Geistoid now. So if he wins here, we can probably wins back. But now he's got to deal with the Siphonopterian. That's giving me more amber. That rebel was a huge hit. And we really didn't discard much to get there, just the demo. That's actually pretty crazy. That's very lucky. But I'll take it. They had some nice stuff here too. We've got some decent Equidon at the end, but the problem is once they get their combo, they don't care about amber, right? Unless we can get enough amber where they have to deal with ours before they can do their combo. Brobnar hurts here because Thunderdell can kill these guys. That does give us the amber though, so he'll probably use Memorialize. That's what I'm saying. That card is also just so brutal. I would be very sad if he has it here, but him fighting off it the whole board makes me feel like, ooh, he does not. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see. Chance to actually stop the key here. So we're gonna go Geistoid. The question is, are we winsing or not? Kind of. I think we need to force him to do it. I've got the in here somewheres. I don't want to give him back this target without, like, I'd rather him have to kill his own board. The trick is if he draws into Memorialize here, we're in a lot of trouble. We're already in check, and there's a chance we stop the key here if we keep our board. Oof. Problem is, what are we discarding off the Hallowed Eve? I don't think we wins here. This is a really tough call. I mean, if we force him to go back into Brobnar, I think we're doing pretty well anyways. Like, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to call Mars. Not killing any of his Brobnar, though, so he wouldn't mind. Shoot. Yeah, we'll put him on the clock. No. That might be really stupid, but we'll see what we can do. Touchstone. Capture there. Put a singing scythe on it. Oh, sequencing there could have been better. I probably should have played the Hollow Div first to try and get Doctor in my... Oh, or that will just discard. Oh, that's actually probably the best discards we could have gotten there. And we don't stop the key. We actually reshuffled. That's kind of crazy. We basically give him a pretty nice Mars turn with the key abduction. He's at 12 already. It just really... Yeah, that was not as good. He's going Geistoid though, so gonna try and archive more here. Our problem is we did not find Doctor, so our Mars does not combo off the way we need it to. But what we can do is this massive Trade Secrets turn with, I guess it's only 5 cards. That's still pretty nice. Okay, so there's their Winds of Death. Get some capture down. If they stop this key, that's definitely a problem. Oh, they're not haunted yet either. Okay, so 2 Amber. What do we do here? Mars turn is still not amazing. This does not get me to haunted. That's kind of a problem. Does it? Oh yeah, it does, because it discards 5, 6, and then itself is 7. So that gets me exactly haunted, so then I can in here somewhere. Oh, it doesn't get me to check though. I don't think. Does Equidon get me to check? Gives them a bunch of draw. But I can... I'd have to fight. 3 fights for 2 Amber, or I just reap. So let's see, 1, 2. And discard for steal. 3, 4, 5. Sandhopper 6, so I can go to 7 here. Take all of their Amber. I have to take my archives if I do that, which means I'm basically locked in. I think we need to do 1 turn of the Equidon. Or a Geistoid. Generous offer, UFO. Ugh, generous offer. Wait, did I just lose the game? I think I did. I think I had to go to check there. Because they key abduction this turn, and then they can repeat next turn. Yeah, that was stupid. Dang. Is how it goes. Yeah. Dang. I just did not think through that enough. I had to get to check there. But I mean, his Mars has Brain Dart, Abductomatic, so he stops the key anyways. Yeah, I just don't think there was much I could do. I guess I don't lose. My turn now is jack up key cost as much as possible with the Distant Void Probers. Which means jack it up by 6, which is probably not enough. Right. 16 and 3. Key abduction is 15, 14, 13. I mean, I have a bunch of capture pips, but they get the captured amber back. And I haven't found Doctor. So basically, the UFO has to find Doctor here, otherwise I lose. So that I can scrap these guys. Right? Because these guys can't increase the key cost. Ah, 50-50 chance. Let's see what happens. Toss that there, because it doesn't matter. Oh, we got the proliferator. So now, we don't even get to... Yeah, that is unfortunate. Couldn't find the Doctor all game. So I think we're one off here. So I can't even discard them. We are just haunted with that too, so... Yeah. Bummer. I mean, Doctor only gives me one... It's one amber different, right? I gain one more amber. Because he can just stop me on Mars here too, is kind of part of the problem. Yeah, so I don't think it really mattered. I goofed up turn before. I should have gone to check. To at least force him to play more creatures. Bummer. Oh well, that's the Winka out of the way. Still got 2 keys against it. That's kind of been my season. It was like, I feel like I've been doing better than my record actually shows. I looked at my record the other day and it was not as good as I'd hoped. But I've been keeping games much closer. Like normally in the past when I would lose games, I would get blown out all the time, and actually able to kind of keep these games close. But just a bummer there. Yeah, he's doing the math, but I think he's got it. Especially with the 2 archives. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that combo. It's just really annoying. Not sure what else I could have done there. Yeah. Okay, so we are on 3, 2. So let's see what we can do for game 2. We've got Worlds Collide, Mass Mutation, and another GR. Yeah, it's been a great season. We'll see if these last 2 matches change my mind about that. What do I bring against that? So much amber generation. Not a ton of creatures. Kind of assume he goes this one. If he does, I don't know that Ocho does enough. Does Esme? Esme gets burned by the other decks. I don't know if this is the best one to bring here. I think we go Bacho here. If he brings Jordana, we just have to try and find Jar really fast. Zumat. Okay, so the Worlds Collide. I feel like we actually maybe did this matchup last season. And it did not go my way. Let's see, Bacho. Which is weird, because I feel like it kind of should. I just have to be able to kill the Shrixes. Or I just block the Shrixes. This is definitely a hand we want. Question is, what do we jar? So what happened last time is I think he was able to Six Emperor his Crasso. He's got the Scoot on 2. Yeah, this Saurian I think is the biggest issue for me. I think we just ban the Six Emperor for now, and then once he discards it, we'll try and bounce it since we've got the Essence Scale early too. Turn 1 Jar. We really need to try and find the Dav now. That is a pretty crucial part of this deck. Zap for 2 damage. Okay, let's go. I think we do need to kind of worry about the board here. I guess just doing this isn't too bad. See a memory chip, Thorium Plasma. I think we discarded the memory chip. Okay, we're looking pretty good. What does he have for creature control? It's got the Axiom. I'm fine if he burns that early. There goes the Six Emperor. There's a Tribune. So we need to kill that this turn. Yeah, Imperiums. That's fine. We can Positron here. We might just EP here too. Ooh, he does not. Ah, Phalanx Strike there is not what we needed. That's unfortunate. So we'll go Dis then. Get the scale down, get the Brabble down. Saw Stern Grave a Munchling. Still got the EP for next turn. The problem is he can always ward the Brabble if he wants to with the Axiom. We haven't seen... I mean, we've got 2 of our artifacts. That's not bad. And this Logos will be pretty nice. Some damage pips. See if he kills the Engineer here. That'll be pretty big if he doesn't. Goes Logos. Thorium does not kill. Eddie, that's fine. Ooh, 2 eddies is a lot. Move Titan to the flank. Yes, we'll take the archives. Doesn't matter because he's gonna die, so I think we just EP here. Okay, so we do that. We positron the right side. And then we diametric charge here. Fight the Pompatus. Drop Umbrabot on the right to kill Garcia. Drop the Munchling. It's really big. Some of the big threats. Eddies and Tribune. Does he have Red Alert? He does. And 2 damage here actually kills the Brabble, so we don't really care too much about that. And we've got a second one lined up for it. Stealth mode. Okay, so we're probably going this unless we really want to stop the key. So we can still use Logos if we want to. Oof, Ingram's Blaster. Really need to find Pincerator. That's going to be big in this match too with all these Star Alliance creatures. They get too much value. Gonna fight with Hapsis somewhere. Or maybe just Reap to go to 7. If so, we probably just let him have this key. Fights the Munchling. Stops at 6. Beautiful. So we go Shadows. Shoulder it on the right. I think we just killed the Chan here. Need to keep this board under control. I really don't want to discard Dark Wave here, but I think finding my artifacts is more important, so just gonna do it. No check because of the Eddy either. Nice. That's a very nice dis lineup for what we've got. No good fights for the Hapsis now. What are you doing, Logos here? Twin Bolt. Ooh, Information Exchange. It's kind of nasty. It's actually my old webcam, but thank you for noticing. Welcome in, Ian Yoink. Yeah, just the one that came. So it's a new laptop. I've had the new laptop for like a month or 2 here. But the camera that's built into the laptop, I was just hoping would be a little bit better. And it is not. Okay, so they just went to 11. I think I just fight with the Anguish to kill the Hapsis and tax them for all 11. And then try to bump up with my Dis. Go to check. Means he's got a free shot at the Brabbles next turn if he's got the Axiom. Axiom next turn actually hurts a lot. We do need to fight the Eddy too. Actually, I don't even get to check here, do I? I can if I steal, but then I'm not taxing for the full. Maybe that's actually better if I just fight the Hapsis instead. Or fight the Eddy. Yeah, because what happens next turn is they play Strix and then Axiom. My whole board is gone, and I don't have an answer. If I can forge, is that worth it? Tax them for 9. And then I think I actually hold these two. See if we can find whale. We did not find whale. Okay, red alert. About the same. But it does give us a turn to not have to worry about. Oh my gosh. The taxing in this deck is going to be an issue. And no Pincerator, no Dav yet. He's played the Cutthroat already. Okay, there's our Dav. Wonder if keeping the jar was greedy. It's so hard not to. I think the Pincerator might actually be more important in this matchup. Because this guy's dead now if I have Pincerator. But instead he gets a super efficient Star Alliance turn here. Like he could easily probably go to check here. Tax me for all of my amber. They just like to hide these artifacts. Nice thing is if he tries to Crassosaur and then scoot him, Snudge can actually bounce that as long as he's not on the flank. Or as long as he's on the flank. Yeah, so it goes back into Star Alliance. Creeps out. So we know he's waiting for Axiom Shrix. So we just need to make sure we have an answer for that. Okay, I'll take that, I guess. I really, really wish I had more creature control here, but gotta use what we've got. There's our whale. That's also very nice for killing Shrixes. But now he just goes back into Star Alliance, and I don't have a good answer. Or fights with Hapsis into Humex. Can kill the Hapsis or the Kirby here if we go Shadows. They're not in check yet. I think we do that and just keep holding out for some of this disc control. I guess if we draw a Pincerator, we want to play it next turn. I just think I have to hold that whale. No. You Spike Trap. Ping. Asthma Bomb. Ping. Oh yeah, I get to draw more. Ah, come on. Give me one. We didn't find a Snudge either. That's actually kind of brutal. We might draw it off of the draw off Dark Minion. I think if we have a chance, we just go Shadows this turn. Maybe just pop in my Asthma Bomb to really be able to go Shadows. But I probably... Yeah. Sprabbles just don't do nearly as much as they need to without... Garcia's Blaster's annoying. Without Pincerator down. Might be a lot that I have to keep together. For key 3. Ingram does not ward itself. That's kind of interesting. So I kind of really want to go Shadows here. I just really don't like that I'm not drawing through on it. Which means maybe this is the better call. Spike Trap kills Medic and Chan. We will Essence Scale the Dark Minion to remove the wards. Damage, kill, whale, kill. Tax key. I guess stop key if we do Nexus and capture. Just don't kill as much that way. Do we want to fight something first? I don't think so. Let's get the pressure on. Now I've got the Snudge too. So their logo's turn here looks pretty fine. There's Saurian finally. Here come up the Shrixes. See if he Axioms. Or if he found Phalanx Strike. If he has Phalanx Strike here, we're sad. You gonna exalt it? He does. Alright. Snudge time. Yeah, this is as good of answer as we could get for this situation, so. Buster Reaps for some extra. Oh, he's got the Phalanx Strike. Ow! On the redraw, he drew like one card. And found it. Okay. So we have answers. It's not great answers. Pincerator will kill this guy pretty quick. And no no Scootum. I wonder where that ended up. So he must still be holding the whatever that guy's name is. Rat Penny on the draw. Crassosaur. Okay, so we kill, reap, bounce. Hang, kill. Yeah, so go to 11 here, but now he's basically forced to use the Crassosaur. And we can actually kill it. Oh, we can't because he Crassosaurs and then he Scootums. God, that's annoying. And then he's able to kill it because he got the Axiom because he doesn't have to worry about... Oh no, did he play the Axiom already? Because he wouldn't be playing all this. He just played the Phalanx Strike. How? Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. We've got a kill on it with the Logos, but it's just insane that he was able to keep in that game for so long while holding probably both of those for a while. I wonder if I should have held the Snudge, but I had to kill at least one of those. We do have the Stirring Grave, so it is possible to get him back. It's just a lot of turns in a row to do it. So this is, it's not warded, so this is 3 and 2, so that's 5, so that kills that. Take the Archives. Draw. 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 Bing. Bing. This 2 Amber on him is going to be a problem too. Man, it's frustrating. Stealth mode's fine. We've got stuff with... Ooh, do we? I mean, I can always Miasma Bomb if I need to. Got the key. Yeah, we need him to play more creatures before we can do the disc turn here. I think we have to do the shadows. Get some draws off the shadows. Nothing super helpful. Yeah, so I need him to play creatures so I can tax with Anguish. Really love to see that Stirring Grave sometime here. I mean, I can tax with Anguish too if I just fight the Crassosaur. I just basically give up the Amber if I do that. But now that I've got the Bobble, I can break the Elusive with one of these guys unless he kills him. Oh, or with Bonesaw. Bonesaw breaks the Elusive. Thorium Plasmate on the Cut Purse. And Bolt to kill them. And a Ward on the Crassosaur. Okay, so I can tax up to 9. Please let me draw that Stirring Grave here. Okay. So I have to fight with the Munchling first because I'm not going to get Bonesaw down ready. I think I'm just killing the Crassosaur. Except he's about to redraw, so that's... Well, I guess I'm killing it. Oh, it's got 4 armor. Go ahead and discard one of these, which may be a bad idea if I need to use them to tax. Play this guy on the right, play this guy on the left. We Essence scale the Techno Fiend here. Fight. I think we just have to kill him here. I hate it, but... Do we? Where did he just go? Logos? Yeah, so because he could just reap with this to kill the Anguish, so it doesn't really matter if I leave it on a flank or not. I want to. Could spike trap it. Then I lose the Brabble. Okay, there's the EP. And a reverse time, which actually gets us also back to Ethereum's whatever. Just fights the Anguish. Reverse time actually gets us a bunch of disc creatures, including the Snudge. Deals 2 damage to the Munch. Oh, to Bonesaw. But he's losing. Oh, just gonna reap again. Kill the Bonesaw. Do I care about the stuff I'm gonna draw on Logos? I don't think so. I lose. I don't really care about the stuff I'm gonna draw here either. So he's down to 7. Yeah, I still have to go Logos here. EP. Left. I think we just reverse time now. Get to check. Do not have a good answer for next turn. So he plays like double eddies here. He's gonna probably redraw though. Which means then we can kill this if we don't find Snudge fast enough. I guess Snudge doesn't even really help me because it just puts him back in his hand. What am I thinking? It gets rid of the Scudum, so it's actually kind of okay. If he does not get to check here, that is huge. Shadows it is. Dark Wave is fine. Check at 7, and we found the Snudge. Or Anguish if we need attacks again. Okay, so second Eddy comes down probably. Twin Bolt to kill Nexus and Dark Minion. Eddy stops the key, but do you go to check? Or it doesn't really matter. Okay, Ward's gone. Can kill this thing by fighting with that. Got the EP back in hand. Play this guy on the right. Discard a Q-Mech now. Anguish. Play Snudge on the right. Bounce him. This guy back. Did we get there? He doesn't have miasma. He doesn't have a key cheat. Crassosaur only gets him down 10. Oh man, my heart is racing after that one. That's crazy. Oh. That was brutal. But you know what? I gotta win. We'll take it. Yeah. Oh. Man, I love Bacho. I was pretty stressed about that. Let's see what we got left. I think we're in trouble for this last one. So we've got 18 creatures, some artifact control, some scary artifacts, control of the week, double haunted house, double brain dart, don't believe your eyes. No target though, and not much archiving, so this is just kind of fast. But if I slow it down, about Esme. Don't believe your eyes, permanent record. Our stuff there. I don't know if Esme gets past Desire very well. I think we gotta go Hatterberg. Just see if we can punch him. I really like Esme as a deck. Struggling to find the right matchups. What did I pick? Hatterberg. Yeah, you went with the GR. So, I mean, the Esme against this one probably would have been okay, but I don't think Esme does well against the deck, so this is probably the right call. I just need to get him playing creatures so that I can throw them back at him. I kind of like holding the destroy them all, though. If he does like a... Let's keep this, actually. I don't think we're going to get much Mars Needs Amber value on this one. But I wouldn't mind if we did. And I'll just keep playing. I think he's got decent creature control, right? Pull up stakes. Okay, there's a Plague Wind. Don't believe your eyes. Or we just keep drawing Brobnar cards. Because that's what this deck has done every game of NKFL. Is it just draws Brobnar cards. There's the Haunted Houses. So, he has no Amber. That's kind of annoying. Take out one of those, just play this for the Amber and discard that. Equidon could hurt here, especially if they got market fluctuations. Oh, Maverick, I missed that. That's pretty nice. Did not get good hits though. Phlox'em Sphere, Ecto Charge, and Webster. Let's pull up stakes. I mean, I gotta just drop this Brobnar, right? There's an argument for holding the brick there. And now the problem is he's haunted, so this has taunt, so my fights are actually kind of not very useful. But I think I really need to start gaining Amber somewhere in here. Okay, so that kills the brick. For free because of Shrink Ray. Oh, or Krog. Does he have Snippy? Yeah. I don't know that this is going to go super well for me. This is kind of a tough one. I just give him this key and start making a bunch of tokens. The goal was to find the unfathomable stuff, right? What does he have for board clears? Is it just the Plague Winds? So he actually has to work pretty hard to get rid of that stuff. I'm gonna give it a turn. Kelpminder. One Plague Wind is gone already, right? I can basically almost force him to flip with the Thalassophobia. So he's getting this key. I think we're... Oh, there's my mix too. That's unfortunate. Kills the Fathom Reaver. In here somewhere for what? Ecto Charge and Haunted House. Robnar's not terrible. We basically null the Amber here. Siphonoptarian, we can clear the board. I think that's probably worth it here. Okay, so we will fight, make a token. Fight, token. Sad we lost that into the fray. That's how it goes. But I mean, yeah, I guess one Plague Winds kills most of my board here. Goes Equidon though. I'm not haunted yet, so this could be Market Flux. Should have thought about that. I could have killed one of these guys fighting into that. Yeah, that's a bummer. Could have been worse hits, because we can still Brain Dart and get down Mix, or Elixir. Can't permanent record. I mean, honestly, if they don't get a check here, we probably just reap out with this anyways. Wow, leaving that is huge. Is it triple permanent record? Oh, it was just a use that didn't show for anything. I think we just go Brobnar. Got the Sight Grandeur. These guys don't die to... So he's got the in here somewhere, or he's got the... Ooh, we gotta be careful of that. So he's gotta be able to get enough Amber to do the Ecto Charge. Haunted House. So he just double Haunted Houses until he's got enough to Ecto Charge. He took his Archives though, so I can just Abyssal Sight it. Sneaky fish plays. I wonder if he's thinking about that now. There's a Webster. Ooh, can you stop this key? That would actually be pretty awful. Let's got one more play. Oh. Does not hold on to it. Okay. So let's see. I think we can just win here, right? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maelstrom. See a card in hand, nothing in Archives. Probably do that first. This is the one I don't want to Maelstrom. Okay, we're not going to leave creatures on the board, so Brain Dart doesn't work. Grabber Jammer. Did we say we're going to 7? I think we got it. Which is pretty stupid. This deck keeps surprising me in the NKFL. But it's got the disruption tools. I still can't believe he didn't just stay haunted there and just use his haunted houses, but I guess he probably just didn't think he had enough time. He only needed like one more turn. Right? I guess he's at 3 because he played the Oh, the Ecto has a draw pip on it. Oh, that is the saddest thing ever. Wow, I did not expect that. Trying to think, like, I mean, I drew a lot of Brobnar early on, which is really big, but this deck, even if it's not drawing the Brobnar, it's making a bunch of tokens. But all of these really big bodies. Let's see, he was on 2 though, right? So all very close games still. Well, crap. I'll take it. I will take it. Poor Jaden did not quite do it against the we just got Hydro tomorrow, so I might take a look at their decks. Did I win that? I think we got the draws that we needed. But also I think picked the decks that we needed. I don't know. I'll take it. Brighton 5th. I'm gonna go take a look. Let me get a screenshot of this. I feel like, even then, I feel like I thought I had a great key diff, and someone else who had the exact same win-loss as me had a better key diff. I was just like, man, I thought I was doing really well with that. I guess I keep having too close of games. I'm giving up 2 keys on every game I win, which I think has also been very consistent. I have not had, I think I've had 1 game where I won maybe 3-1. Everything else has looked pretty much like this. I'm gonna do this really quick. Forgot to do it last time. Gonna cover tonight's Kagi match. I mean, I think so, now that I'm feeling good. Came into this match also pretty exhausted. But that is a good morale boost. No, definitely, I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that could have happened with this matchup, but like I just am feeling more comfortable playing against certain things way more than I was last season, and so it's changing how I approach matchups a lot. I think bans feel not just more like better than last season, but like more impactful. And I think it's just like a big part of it is I came into this season with a game plan of like I am going to play against GR most of the time. Like I'm probably only banning 1. And then I'm assuming they're going to have 1 or 2 more that they're going to play against me. So I brought a lineup where it's just like I have to be comfortable with that. It means I'm a little bit more susceptible to like heavy creature control and like heavy disruption. Like my lineup does not deal well with that. But I am shocked at like there's way less disruption this season. Like last season it was so many like befuddles and like illusions, all those kind of things. But this one just I have not seen nearly as much of that, and I banned the like 1 deck that most people have had as my second ban because I knew that was my issue. So we'll see against Edward tomorrow. I can see him having some pretty tough decks. I mean, more Worlds Collide decks like that one, like I barely beat that deck. I think Hatterberg probably also does pretty well into Worlds Collide for the most part, unless they have really good taxing for like a TMTP or something. I don't know that it comes back from that, but let's see. So we got, oops, let's just do it this way. Okay, let's go take a look at Division first. See where we're at. So for Alpha, leaderboards. Okay, so I do have a better key diff than Sith. He still has another match. Hydro. I just took Lazarith down from... Well, I guess, yeah. They both... Oh, he said he was done. There should be one more, because it's 7 games, right? Maybe one of them didn't get reported. I don't know how fast these update. It's fast, because I was definitely on 6-9 right before this game. He said he's done. I don't think anybody in our group dropped. Unless Easy Galena did, but I don't think they did. They've been playing. Anyways, we'll see. Amber Meaty's up there. So I would have to 3-0 tomorrow, and you would have to lose your entire final match in order for me to pull ahead of you. I don't know if I want to stay in silver. This has been hard. It's been fun though, and with more people dropping to play the legacy format, I mean, Galena is tough. Very, very tough. That was... No, Campos was my only 3-0 loss. Galena, I did 1-2, but I actually beat Gearsong, which is crazy. I'm sad I didn't get to record that one. I won't get to record tomorrow with Hydro, because that's kind of during my work day, so I just have to take kind of a fast break, try and bust it out, and then get back to work. Which I am just taking it as my lunch. I'm not skipping work, taking a late lunch break. But it's... Streaming will make it take too long, and then I'll be late for other work stuff. But I also had to do the same with Easy Galena, so no one gets to see me beat Gearsong, which that was just with Jaden. I got the Mars combo going early enough that he just couldn't catch up. So that felt pretty good, because that's the thing with Jaden, is it also just has a lot of amber control. What it can't stop is key cheat that don't care about the amount of amber you have. So, wow. Still can't believe I won that. That's insane. And that's like, I think that's 3 games this season that Atterberg has won that I felt like it had no business winning. It just kind of beats certain kinds of decks more than you would expect. I mean, it makes a board, and if you don't have ways to deal with that board fast, that board makes a lot of amber. Well, so I think... I'm not sure who actually owns Gearsong. Easy Galena has it in their lineup this season. But yeah. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to take the dog out. So I'll let them know on Discord that I'll probably cover the Kagi match, and then I need to go take my dog out before that happens. But really quick, let's take a look at Hydro's decks and see how much trouble I'm in. Because if Hydro has just like a bunch of disruption decks, he might just slaughter me. I might be in way more trouble than some of these other ones, which is just funny. Like, it's great how matchups work, right? Like, that's a very Keyforge thing. Hydro. Like some coded decks, that could be rough. Double Spontaneous Awakening is pretty crazy. Junkyard Cemetery is not bad. It's only if I'm haunted, though. That's kind of interesting. But Double Generous Offer, Out Negotiate, Pull Up Stakes. No... Not really too much recursion. Got the Near Future Lens. Eh. That might be worth a ban. Low creature control. Lots of amber generation, though. Another Haunted House one, huh? Haunted House with the Junkyard Cemetery is basically always always active. Ooh. Yeah, this one doesn't build a board though, or it doesn't have board control. It just does all kinds of other control-y things, like the chain gangs with subtle chains. Yeah, so like this kind of thing, like If I can build a board fast enough, I can beat it, but like this kind of stuff probably just wrecks me. This doesn't even have like a scaling amber control either. So, but also something like this against Bacho feels really good. So I think both Bacho and the deck I was just playing probably do okay with that. Holofest, like, I swear, I watched Zox streams. And yours too sometimes. I don't know if you're playing as many. Are you playing Holofest this season? Last season at least. It's just like anyone who plays a Holofest deck on stream draws it by turn 2. So it's like you have the proof, but it just always happens. It's kind of ridiculous. But the triple legionary trainer with that is also pretty crazy. So this is probably in contention for a ban. Triple Rad Penny is scary. Triple Infernus. That's a pretty interesting one. There's so much amber control. Ban Wrench. Crazy Untamed with the regrowth. Chota. Yeah. No amber control. So like some of these, I'm just gonna have to probably get lucky against. Yeah, just so much high. This is kind of like what I was against you. Amber meters are just like so many high expected amber. Like that is not what my lineup wants to see at all. So that might be more of like a I need to save Oppenheimer over either of my GR. But if you've got the key cheats, it's pretty tough. Low creature control on a lot of these though. What's our disruption looking like? Nature's Call barehanded. That's not fantastic. Ooh, Quixelstone on that one too. I mean, this is probably my first ban, but we'll see. Except I can probably beat. Well, I think I have to play Hatterberg against this and have a whatever it is, Maelstrom early. More bounce, Soul Chain and Vindas. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Quad Rad Penny does have Sack of Coins, doesn't have Pincerator. Really not a ton of other creature control either. So like again, a lot of these decks, if I can build a board that is actually like also doing some amber control, like Jaden's, I'm probably in a better spot, but I don't know. It's a scary lineup. Every lineup is scary to me in this season. So we'll just see how the bans go and stuff, but that'll be tomorrow. Again, I won't be able to stream that. All right, I think we're gonna cut it off there. I'm gonna go take the dog out, take a quick break, and then we'll be back at the hour, I believe is when it is, for the Kagi match, which will be Sith versus, I think it's Fabulosing. Oh, Mooseman Dude. Sith versus Mooseman Dude. So that should be a good one. What's up, Royal Purple? Welcome in. Right as we're about to leave, unless you've been around. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out and watching. This whole season has been a blast to be able to stream and play. It's good stuff. We'll be on YouTube soon, but otherwise we'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll see you then.